You haven't heard from me, BonQwiesha, for a long time. But I thought I'd come out because I saw a movie with my sister called Girls Trip. It was a trip because this is the first time that I seen that little stiff necked sister of mine. Yes, SMILELaDy. She's my twin sister. Laugh, gut laughter. Oh my goodness. I thought she had lost her laughter, Miss SMILELaDy. And the laughter I'm talking about, like back in the day, where we used to just get into some stuff. Her and her daughter, Tiffany, she live in Texas, TNL, Tiffany Nicole Loves. Well, they did this review on Facebook. You can go on and look under SMILELaDy. I'm under SMILELaDy too. But I don't get my own little Facebook page. I got a little bit, but I don't post on it that much, so I just go through her. Now, I want to give my opinion on Girls Trip. It was a trip. I said, you know what? I should sue them because they took a lot of my moves in that movie and made some money off of it. I know they must have been following me with some video camera and stuff because I said, oh no, I didn't know nobody knew their moves. I'm the OG and the originator of some of them moves. Then people come up, these young people come up acting like they invented it. And y'all old people, you've been out there before. You've been out there. You can relate to Dina, Ryan, Sasha, and Lisa. I hope I get them names right. And what I like is now I see my kids. Oh Lord, have mercy. Some of them done took after me, and SMILELaDy's kid took after her. Oh Lord, So sometimes you better be careful because you may be recreating yourself. You know what you was doing. But let me just get down to it. My sister, SMILELaDy, my twin sister, let's get it straight, had nothing to do with what I'm about to say. And her opinion is her opinion. Your opinion is your opinion. And my opinion is my opinion. Got it? All right. So, let's go from the beginning. When they got there and they all was trying to be all fake like we do. Y'all be fake. Oh, but you still holding them grudges. And you went on a trip because it was free. I do the same thing. And so basically, they get on this trip. They fight the first darn day. Now, who in your family? Y'all know y'all be fighting. Don't act like that was such a negative movie. Come on now, be real. So they fighting. You know why? Because they didn't let go of the mess. I would say the other word, but I think this got to be aired. And I want it to be rated PG-13. Okay, so they didn't get rid of the mess. So that's where it first started. But the little girl that I can relate to, I think, Dina. Youngest one of the crew. But I think the most real. Y'all act like y'all don't eat watermelon and chicken. You act like you ain't never cussed. You act like you never had a bad side. But other people know it. You better, what goes on in the dark will come out in the light. Look at Bill Cosby. Look at Clinton. Look at all them people. Stuff be coming out in the light. It may come out later when you don't want it to. Now, I ain't saying nobody guilty. I'm not saying anything like that. Look at OJ. He got an Oscar for being bad. And I ain't saying he did it. You ain't heard that from me. But what I'm saying is karma is a B. And I ain't talking beautiful. I'm just trying to be like really nice. You see, I got myself. See, Tiffany got the styling stuff from me. She knows she got it from my side because her mama, SMILELaDy, all boring, black and white. I wore black and white, but I did that because it matched my little headband and stuff, and I thought I'd be real cute. But anyway, all I'm trying to say is watch it. Watch what you say around them kids. Watch what you do around them kids because them kids gonna wind up turning out just like you. They ain't listening to you because they's too busy watching what you doing. And you know when you talking about somebody and that person come around, them kids be looking at them like, I know what my mama said about you. And they look at them and you can feel it. You feel it. Now, so they had these issues. These were 4 girls in college. I'm a college educated person too. I got my BA. I got my BA. You know, so don't play me short. You know, I may be crazy, but I ain't stupid. So they get together and they all have changed on the outside and decided they needed to get together after being away for 5 years. Now, I know that is hard. We need to connect with our sisters. We need to connect and stay connected. Don't let nobody else, if you got a good friend, those good friends going to be around you. Don't be putting them down. Don't be putting them down, because when everything else fall apart, y'all what you have. You know, sometimes you can't even get along with your family. That your friend girls got your back. Unfortunately, my sister and I have lost a lot of OGs and our friends, and we trying to keep it light. And even my sister, she my twin, we fight. You ain't gonna go anywhere where you agree with every single thing a person does. Get over it. Get over it. Now, so they get together and they start being honest with each other. Girl, what you wearing that for? And what you doing here? You need to loosen up. And blah, blah, blah. So each one of them. And then all of a sudden, after a couple days, the real mess start coming out. Let's go to the gospel. You ain't heard it from me. Sasha made her money trying to make people look bad. And she couldn't help it. But she was a true friend because she did not rat on her friends. That's where you draw the line. All right? Even I got a line that you draw. I know y'all be trying to copy me, and they took that stuff and followed me in the movie. But there's a line I draw. And you mess with me too much, I give you a piece of my mind. That's why I think I'm going a little crazy now. I've been giving out a piece of my mind too much because y'all be messing with me. All right? Now we going to go with Sasha, who was loyal, but she was like broke. So she was tipping, do I want money or do I want friendship? You know, you be thinking that too. You thinking that too. Now, if you ain't seen the movie, you need to turn this thing off because I'm getting ready to get real deep in this. And we getting ready to tell the plot. You should have seen it already. But if you didn't, turn off the tape. This is BonQwiesha. Again, for those y'all tuning in, this is SMILELaDy's twin sister, BonQwiesha Johnson Jenkins. Yeah, I got me a Facebook page. Ain't nobody touched it or anything, but you know, because I don't post on it that much. Now, she was true loyal. It was hard for her. And she was true loyal to her friend Ryan, who had a tiff that they never, ever, ever let go of. Now we're going to get to Miss Fassy in denial. What was that, Lisa? Which one is the one that had all the babies? The 2 babies and the mama. You know, she divorced her husband because I guess he wasn't perfect enough for her. Good job, 2 kids, the mama living with her and stuff to help her out. This is the first time she went off and probably had anything in years and years and years. And her friends helped her let loose. And the wild side came back out because as I understand it, what I take from the movie, she was the wild one. Now she miss, woo-hoo-hoo. I got a few friends like that too. Y'all know who you are. If you're listening to this, I'll tell you to your face. Come ask me if it was you and I say, yeah. Oh, all wild and everything in school. And then act like they God's right arm warrior. And everything everybody do is bad. Now, I know we change. But sometimes we get to judging people like y'all judging me right now. Way I talk, way my hair is, way my lips is going when I'm talking to you. Huh? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yep. Oh, I'm embarrassed. That's my mama. You know, they try to tell me don't go on Facebook because they're going to have them shut it down. Okay, that's their problem if they embarrassed. I know I'm cute. I know I'm cute. You know, my sister need to get as cute as me. But anyway, this is a few part series. stay tuned because I'm going to come back and talk about all the rest of the stuff, right? This is just part one. Yes, part one, you know, about this movie. And we talking about Girls Trip. They coming out with a road trip. And I think there should be more real movies like this. Everything like Malcom D. Lee, I think he was the director. Every movie ain't Forbidden Figures. I like Forbidden Figures too. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes the real got to come out. And this is real. And I heard a review. Oh, anybody that's intelligent won't go see this movie. You better get off of it. Get off of it. I'm intelligent and I like the movie. And just because I don't act like you don't mean I'm not intelligent. You better get off of it. Now that right there is stupid. There's ignorance and stupid. I'd rather be called ignorant because I don't know no better than stupid. Know better and still do the same dumb stuff. Don't say that. Don't put that out there. If we demeaning black women, we need to quit acting like whatever you think is demeaning and quit being a closet little Christian or whatever. A closet little tool that you dig up dirt with. You know what I'm talking about. I know how to spell it too, with a W. Some people spell it with a ho ho ho, like, huh? You know what I'm talking about. And especially you be with the itches. You know what I'm talking about. Now, so she had to come and get loose, you know, and become a vegetarian with the grapefruit. Hello. But anyway, you have to look at the movie for that one. I ain't going to go that deep about grapefruit, but I'll never look at a grapefruit the same again since seeing that movie. Now, we're going to go with, what's the other one? Dina. Dina is real. Dina is straight out real, raw, and probably got more seasoned in her whole ship. But she was real. And the youngest of the crew, you could tell. But she had a little common sense. And she wasn't afraid to speak her mind. Gave out a lot of her mind. And was not afraid of her sexuality. She did a lot of things that a lot of us was thinking, I'm not even that wild. BonQwiesha was wild. I still am kind of wild. I'm more wild than my sister. But she went out there. And I know a lot of it was for the movie. You know, you got to have that laughter. And I laughed and I laughed. And my sister and I became twins connected. We laughed so hard at that movie. Now, we're going to go with that. And what she brought to it was comic relief. What she brought to it was realness. What she brought, she was like the glue, in a way, that got those girls back together to see themselves and see that they needed to be free. Now, this take place in New Orleans. I need to get there. I haven't been there, but now I want to go to New Orleans. That place going to be booming next year after this movie. So I want to go to New Orleans and party hardy. I don't think I want to find a 21-year-old, but somebody that's, ooh-wee, so cute. I don't even want to test the grapefruit. I just want to have fun. Because, you know, at this particular age, I ain't even thinking about that. If you ain't got something up here, the other head ain't going to do nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes the older ones that I like, they better have something up here in case ain't nothing else going on. So that's what I'm looking for, the brain. Believe it or not, BonQwiesha likes intellectuals. Okay, so now to Dina, Miss Real. Now we're going to go to Ryan, who sponsored this trip. She was the diva that made it and threw her friend Sasha to the curb. Now she's supposed to be married but holding up this fake relationship with her husband just because her book, what is it? You Can Have It All? Well, she had it all. She sure did with that man. And that man gave her all because he got hooked up with this Instagram, what they call them, hope. That ain't no bad word. If you say it's a bad word, listen to some of that music that your kids and your grandkids listening to. That's a clean word. And speaking of rated R, it's a rated R comedy. Now, those of y'all who say, oh, you supposed to be a Christian and you looking at this rated R movie, you know, with sex and stuff in it, read the Bible. That got sex in it. It would be rated X if you made it into a movie. And now I'm not bashing the Bible. Don't go up there and say she's talking about the Bible. Don't you dare go say that I'm talking about the Bible. What I'm talking about is before you throw the baby out with the bathwater, and if you don't know what that means, if your baby dirty, you're going to put him in the tub, you're going to wash the dirt off, take the clean baby out, and throw the dirty bathwater away. So when I say don't throw the baby out with a bathwater, don't throw the whole movie out just because you don't like a certain scene, because you didn't throw the Bible out when you didn't like a certain scene. Incest and murder and chopping people's head off and adultery. Come on now, you didn't throw the Bible out. You got the message, right? That's what you do with this movie. So at the very end of the movie, I love it because the truth came out. They were no longer fake. Those few days together, just hashing it out, they all got along, and that's what it's about. Communicating and working out them issues. If you haven't seen Girls Trip, you better go take some tissue. Your older ones, take them to pens and put them on. I said it. You know I said it. And be prepared to laugh. Open up your mind like a parachute. A parachute works best when it's open. So you go open up their mind, look at their movie, take a few of your friends, even if they're on a breathing machine. Go with your little granddaughters and stuff that's over 25. I don't recommend it if anybody in their teens, 18, 19. I think you need to be in your 20s to see this. So your grandkids, your great-grandkids that's over 20, go see it. And men, this is for you too. This is BonQwiesha with the Road Trip Review. And I'm smiling. Bye.